Hello, okay. Have you ever found yourself in a spot where you don't know how to make money and you want to find the most efficient way possible? Well, this isn't it, but this is actually how I make my money. I just finished up spending an hour on a race. Okay, this is how I make my money and all my this is my setup with the car I use. So I use the Red Bull X 2019. Does not have to be the 25th anniversary edition. In fact, I believe that this one was the free one that was given out. I'm not sure if everyone got it, but I got it for free. So otherwise, it'll spend you it'll cost you $3 million, I believe, to get this car. And things you will need to buy. I will back out and show you. Go to GT Auto. No, not GT Auto. Tuning shop. Okay, so anything that I have bought here: the power restrictor, ballast, customizable computer, LSD, the slided brake brakes, the customizable suspension, brake balance controller, and the fully customizable racing transmission, plus racing hard tires, and the intermediate and wet tires. That's the things you're going to need to buy for this. I don't think should be anything else. And if it is, it's not going to matter too much because this does not necessarily exploit anything. Now you're going to want to first equip the racing hard tires. Now I don't believe you can adjust this stuff. Just set all these things. I believe most of it's all default. But there's 5 in the anti-roll wash of both, 30 for the damping ratio, for compression, then 40 for the expansion, natural frequency 4.0 hertz, and then negative camber would be 2.5, 1.5, toe angle 0.1, and then 0.2, but the first one's out, the second one's in. Downforce I found 930 to be good, and then 1520, and then ECU, put that all the way down to 70, ballast 109, doesn't matter positioning. I don't know if it does adjust it depending on where you go. I just put it in the middle. That's how I set mine up. I believe it might help if you change the spot, but and power restrictor on also on 70. Transmission, I'd like to set mine to 250 kilometers an hour, and then just copy these down. Not sure exactly how you get them. I don't know if I adjusted final at all, but I did adjust 7th gear a little bit, so we want to get to that. I believe everything else here is normal. I don't think you can even change any of this. That's your tuning setup. Okay, now I can go back. That should be everything you need to get the car. I mean, you can use a lot of cars for this, but I found this to be really fast, and by the end, I lapped the guy like twice or something like that. So, okay, go to Europe, and then you're gonna want to go to Spa, and then this race right here, the 1 hour long, and it gives $1 million. I'm pretty sure it guarantees that you get clean race bonus, which is the big benefit of it. It's also like Tokyo Expressway, where I don't think it's even possible to get clean race bonus, because I think it's because if you have some with the penalties, I think if it gives out penalties, then it's pretty much guaranteed because you're already penalized. Yeah, there's mechanical damage. There's oh, that's heavy shortcut penalty. But you with this car and the downforce, you're not going to be getting many penalties. And yeah, make sure you have this on. It should be 799.99 should be your PP rating, which is basically perfect for what we're doing here. And you want the wet tires, because during this race it's possible that you can get wet conditions. Last race I just did was the first time this happened to me, but I didn't get wet conditions. Well, there was wet conditions, they just didn't affect the track. And then I went intermediates for no reason. So, bottom line, you can, if it's very light blue, you probably don't need to switch. Just stay on the hards. Okay, that's loud. I'm not going to finish this race, I'm just going to show a demonstration, because it's an hour long and I don't have that time. But see, in the beginning, you can easily pass everyone. The part that you're going to get a penalty on is you have to slow down there, otherwise you're going to get a penalty, because they like to hog the track, and you're so much faster. And it's also really nice, my average lap time was like about 2 minutes 24 seconds, I believe. And that's including pits, but my fastest was like a 2:14.06 or something like that. That was like my 21st lap or whatever. I think that's the fastest I've ever gotten it, and I think it was because I accidentally went outside the track a little bit. It didn't give me a penalty, but I'll show you where I did it. Oops. Yeah, want to make sure you're careful on sliding. Also, with the lean mix, I would keep it on power all the time, unless you really find yourself needing to conserve. But I find you could take as many pit stops as you want, and you'll be fine. And once you lose enough power, you're just not going to be able to. It was this one, I went out like over here and went back in. It didn't give me a penalty for that, but let's see if it adds one there. It's possible because I didn't pass anyone. I think I passed someone on that one, but yeah. Doesn't look like it's giving me a penalty, but yeah, this should take you pretty much exactly an hour. And penalties, I mean, they're not too bad, but okay, yep. If you're good enough, and honestly, just be, if you want to, you can be more cautious than you really need to. The downforce is really helpful, and you do want the decreased downforce because the straights on Spa are long, and you will actually be losing to the GT3 cars on the straights if you do not have that decreased. And there's a lot of power that goes untapped, and even this downforce is way too much, way more than you'd ever need. And for a long time, I did do this race on an actual GT3 car, and I will compare the lap times. With these, both of these on this track later in a second. Okay, 210. I was like, wait, that's really fast. Now it's just because of the first lap. But yeah, that's the how it'll go. There is damage, but it'll go away after a little bit. You don't have to pit or anything for that. Now let's go. Use the other car I used to use, and we'll put it on the medium tires to give it some, let it be fair. Okay, now if you're wondering, this is on the 24-hour layout. Now, most of it'll probably be mostly clear, probably mostly what the conditions are like at the start. Okay, let's put a lap in on this car. Oh, 77B for everything, nice. 77B is faster this. But, because this will be with full fuel and everything like that. And we're just going to try my first lap. I might have to get a warm-up lap for the other car, but we'll see about that. Okay, I was a little late. Yeah, that's actually my second fastest lap, because my last lap was in, what, 2:15, like 6 or something? But this is in perfect conditions, obviously. Change car. Now this will be this car. We'll put it on mediums. I would put softs, but you're never gonna realistically you won't use softs in a race if you're doing a GT3 car. Okay, same when based off your tire wear and fuel. Fuel, especially when you get a lot lighter, would be very helpful. Okay, yeah, much slower. Obviously, this is not far from the perfect lap, however, it's about 10 seconds slower. Let's try going a bit faster this time. Really fast. Okay, yeah, even with a 5-second faster lap, still 220.5, that's kind of not that good. Yeah, look right there, right in between 77Bs, but yep, okay. And that concludes it. Thanks for watching. Now, this is definitely not the fastest method to get any money in the game. It's only, I think, about 1,500 an hour. You can get faster than that, pretty good. However, this is how I get my money. This is probably something that shouldn't be patched in the future. It's not exploiting anything, it's just kind of making a car slower. It's only like 5 seconds faster than the other cars, so if you want to feel more if this ever gets patched, then I'll upload that. But yeah, sorry for such a long video for such a short topic. Yeah, bye.